It's not saying it, but it says recording.
All right, we're good. All right.
Call it. Start.
Close the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Okay, I'll second. Is there any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
The minutes are approved with one abstention. Additions to the agenda, there's none, because technically this is a special meeting because we are at a different location, so we cannot add things to the agenda.
Okay, fair enough.
Correspondence and announcements.
Ooh, the folder looks thin.
It is.
Yeah, it's good.
So I just had one correspondence. And when was this? Back in. Months ago, a couple months ago, we applied for the Community Investment Fund, also known as a SIF grant. We applied for the round, what round is this? We're on round 7. We applied for the round 7 for funding for the study part of it, to do a study and design for the old garage into a community center.
Yep.
Our application was declined. It was, their reasoning was that it was tough, there was a lot of applications, 111 applications, and we didn't hit some of our, we have to, we didn't answer our questions to what they wanted, so they said we could resubmit. You wanna read the actual report? I have it here. I did talk to, Mark, that is, also on the EDC, and he's also the rec commission, the rec, like paid rec stat, like department person for Preston, and they applied for one too, and they were also declined. And he had said he noticed that the ones that all got awarded were big cities.
What a surprise.
Yeah. So he was gonna submit a letter stating that that was something that was noticed, and I think he's meeting with Representative Lindy too to talk about it. So I said I would submit a letter as well in support of that.
Okay.
That it was also the big cities, and I think the grant. I think he had pointed out that the grant was for more rural communities, so it kind of defeated the purpose. But
Not in Hartford.
yeah, the rural Hartford community. So that's all I have for announcements and correspondence. Public Works report. Right now they are just finishing up on Williams Road. We had money set aside from the to work on the chip seal for Shenango Turnpike, but because of the weather getting too cold, we can't do that this year, so we're bumping that to next year. So there'll be funds from other budgeting ways to pay for that. So the money that we had set aside for that, we used for Williams Road to instead of filling in the potholes, it's got to lay like a cover of asphalt over it. It's also going to protect the clouds, as well as strengthening it for all the heavy trucks that go on the road. So it's not a redone of the road, but it's enough for,
It's a super catch.
yeah, super fast. So that's what we can afford right now for. So. We're also working right now, the contract for the Public Works uniforms. We have to let the current company know by November 1st, which is Friday, if we're gonna stay with them. Because the contract automatically renews if we don't, it automatically renews on January 1st if we don't give them like 90 days notice ahead of time that we want to grab. So, we went out, we've been working on quotes from, the current company we have, to see if they would do anything to keep us. And we went out to 2 other companies to get quotes, so we're in the process of, I just got them all today. So we're in the process of reviewing them all, with Public Works to make sure that, for the company that, they're the ones that wear the uniforms, so wanna make sure that we get, what they want for the uniforms and the service that they want, because they're the ones that interact with the company. So they have all the, everything, and I'll be meeting with them to decide before Friday. Not something that we've been talking about special companies for a long time, and it just didn't really fit, because they've been busy with, Women's Road and finishing up on mowing for the season, and we were just like, we don't have time for this right now, but
we've run out of
we
time.
ran out of time, it had to get done, so that's what we've been working on.
Is the current contract an annual, or is it a multi-year?
They are all multi-year, but, we asked for an annual one, just because we've had problems with this company in the past. They were recently bought out by a larger company, and since they were bought out by the larger company, things have actually been better. But we didn't wanna be stuck with them, because it was 5 years. Like, the problem was it was a 5-year contract, and I don't know how long the town's been with this company, it's been a while, but, because when Julie and I started, we didn't know about the rollover thing. And, when we wanted to get out of the contract, it already renewed for the 5 years, so we couldn't get out of it. So we're looking at 3-year contracts, but the thing is that it gets cheaper the higher you go into the more years you go, so we got a 1-year contract from the current, like, asked for a quote for a 1 year from the current company, which is gonna be like more, because it's cheaper when you go 3 years and then 5 years. And then the new companies, we looked at 3-year contracts, and to see like how easy it would be for us to like get out of it if we didn't like them in a short time. And they're all smaller, the 2 other ones are smaller family companies, so, and their prices have already come down like significantly than the one we currently have, both of them, so. That's where we are with that.
Okay.
Local traffic authority. I got a email from a resident. I haven't gone out to actually look at this yet, but, the school bus has to stop at the driveway of 746 Pendleton Hill Road. Traffic on 49 is terrible. Most cars are speeding and the driveway's on a corner. She's requesting to have a caution sign, which I'm thinking like a school bus stop ahead sign, installed.
Was that 749?
746 Pendleton Hill. So I'm haven't been on that road in a while. Check it out and see, and put a request letter in to we have to, it's a state road, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to write a letter to, I don't remember which one it is, but I have a chart in the office. When certain signs are requested, the letter goes to either engineering or DOT or something. But
Okay.
I'll write a letter and see if they'll consider putting a stop sign in there.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, because it's the curve right after Rachel Lane is where the property is located. So headed south, it's after Rachel Lane. So you come around that curve. So you'd be basically putting a school bus stop ahead at the end of Rachel Lane.
Is it, like if the bus is going which way?
I don't know which way the bus picks up from.
Well, we go in both directions, right? Dropping off, picking up.
That's what I would think too, but that they would put the sign in both directions.
We should.
Yeah.
We should be clear that we want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're almost halfway in between Western Real Estate. Jack's house and Rachel Lane.
Okay.
So you've got a curve on either side of their property, so, yeah.
Alright. I can do that, put a letter in, the engineering people can figure it out. So that was the local traffic authority, finance report. Crystal didn't have one, she's still, figuring out everything, and she's doing a good job. And she wanted to know, what kind of reports that we would want, and something for when you guys do meetings too. Julie would come to the meetings because she was doing the meeting stuff too, but because we split the position, Crystal didn't know if we wanted her at the meeting every time or just to do reports. And I told her, because we already know how all the stuff is, that we are fine with her just giving turning in a report, and we know where to find her if there are questions. But for a new board, you might.
I would suggest that we have her come to the meeting to give the report.
You might want her.
Yes.
You might want more, you might wanna think about what you would want her to present at your meetings, so that, she knows if she's gonna be here, or what report she's doing for you. I told her that Julie usually prints the budget, to where we are now, what was spent, and the loss of the profit, what is it called, the profit, and, no.
Profit loss.
P and L,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that what she usually?
No, it's not
prints?
profit
No,
loss,
called-
it's,
I
distribution.
said it earlier,
income statement, thank you.
yeah.
Jim knows.
So that's usually what she prints for us, but it depends on what information that you guys would want to, so something to think about and talk to Crystal about. And then the treasurer's report, I think he did turn something in.
Yes, we do have that from Tony.
Yeah. Which reminded me that I had an announcement that I just remembered, is the EV charging stations.
I saw those.
Yeah, so they're getting installed at, there's 2 getting put in front of the town hall, and 2 getting put in front of the library. And something that Tony's helping with right now, I don't know how soon they're gonna get actually put in and used, is to try to figure out, we get to set, the charging units are in with a grant. It's actually an Eversource grant that covers the chargers and the installation, and we pay for whatever we need to pay for the, there's not supposed to be a lot of maintenance on them.
Yep.
But we get to pick our own charge, rate for them, so how much people are gonna, at the gas, instead of gas for the kilowatts, we get to come up with a rate to charge them for.
So we own these outright? Is that the way this works, so that we're taking in the money
Yes.
from? Okay.
So the money that we collect, comes in as revenue. We are actually, if you look, I don't have a charging, electric car, but I downloaded the app, because I'm trying to figure out the prices around here and how other people work. We're actually in a dry zone for chargers. So,
Yeah,
So
it's-
they're coming down 165, trying to go down 395.
yeah, so we are in a total dry zone, and we're a drive-through town, so if people need chargers and they're on their way to the Cape or Newport, or on their way home from wherever, they can come here and charge. So Tony's, I had Tony download the app too, as the treasurer, he can,
Yes.
for the revenue, does the revenue stuff. If you want something fun to do, you download the app and you look to see how much everyone else charges. And,
Yeah, you're right.
it's so different everywhere.
Yeah,
So,
What's the median price that people charge?
It's like so all over, because some people charge for just the kilowatts, like some of it's 36 cents, some of it's 50 cents, some of it's like 25 cents, like it's all over the place. And some people charge for parking too, so that you're not just like in the spot for a long time and stopping other people from using the charging. They'll charge, some places charge like $50 after 190 minutes. Like if you're there longer than that, then you're charged $50, and some charge like $2 a half an hour, like, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I think that's, in case like hotels and so forth, so on, that have charging stations,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, but there's the 10 or so charging station at Lisbon Landing, in front of Home Depot. So, I mean, I think I'm looking what median pricing in Eastern Connecticut is 37 to 39 cents per kilowatt. Per hour. Yukon Stores is $3 per hour, so that would be the parking.
Yeah.
On top of the electrical usage. So, yeah, we can figure that out,
Yeah.
what we're gonna charge for that. That won't be,
Are these fast chargers or?
there is level 1 and level 2 chargers.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, cause I can see that on like when you're on the app, it tells you like, it goes
You mentioned the fast
level
chargers,
2.
probably charge a premium price.
There's a level 2 charger that's 38 cents a kilowatt hour.
Yeah, that's the level 2, so that's the fast charger. So,
Yeah.
so we can, so I assume it's not going, the spots have been painted, but when can we expect installation? Is it
Well,
next
they
week or is it
did-
next month?
They did all the electrical hookup is done, so everything's done except for the actual units being put in. And I
Okay.
don't have an estimate on when that is.
Okay, but even if it's, even if it goes in next week, this is something that can be pushed out at least
Oh,
a month before we
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. And then the next board can figure it out,
Yeah,
exactly what we're gonna charge,
yeah.
so.
And Tony's gonna be looking into it to see like what we could, like some options, so.
Well, just one specific question because I don't know. Let's say they put the units in and they're all hooked up and you haven't set a price yet.
I don't think they don't go on
The
like,
electric,
Yeah, it would, there will be an operationalization step, a commissioning step. So just them finishing the hookup does not mean that
they're.
someone could just pull up and use it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, I drive a gasoline powered car.
but I'm assuming that this is in the electric panel in town hall, is what
Yes.
that's tapping off of.
Yeah, it's attached to the electric panel in the town hall, and the other one's
So,
attached to the library.
We've got a breaker we can turn off
Yeah,
if it's all done.
Yeah.
So,
so. So the treasurer's report was there.
treasurer's report on the EV charging spots.
Yeah.
Nice.
Old business, we didn't have any. New business tax refunds.
We had what, 3? Looks like.
John Trish Palmer, 3626. Scott Davidson, 2176. And Scott Davidson, 2735.
You know, we provide the tax refunds as requested.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to refund the taxes as recommended by the tax collector. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
No oppositions, it's approved. And the last thing on the business is to schedule a date for the swearing-in ceremony, which would also, the next Board of Selectmen's meeting is also on a holiday, which the town hall's closed, so, usually when a meeting's scheduled on the day the town hall's closed, we reschedule the meeting. So I didn't know, I gonna say, that's November 11th is a Tuesday, to just bump it to November 10th, but I don't think anyone else is there on that Monday.
Go back to Monday. Okay.
Pending no one else is there.
I'll have to look,
Yeah,
because I don't know off the top
I
of my head.
remember it, I'm trying to see on the website.
Oh, yeah, that would,
If not, we could go forward to Wednesday.
I think Wednesdays it's,
Yeah, Wednesdays are usually a meeting. Alright, calendar. November 10th, something there. Pickleball.
Not
The
in the
gym?
room.
I think,
The Housing Authority, they meet at the Housing Authority. And that's it, so yeah, we can do it.
Is there anything on that Wednesday?
Wednesday
planning and zoning.
is, yeah,
Okay, that's fine. I'll make arrangements for covering the scout meeting on Monday. Okay. And then, so are we doing swearing in then?
yeah,
And then is the first meeting of the new board,
it's on the,
25th?
yes,
Okay. So swearing in on November 10th, first meeting for the new board on the fourth Tuesday, November 25th.
Yeah.
Okay. That works.
alright. I don't think we have to vote on that.
No.
That's all I have.
Jim, 2 to go. Would you like to do the honors?
Move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah,
Second.
second, aye.
Aye.
One to go.
1 to go. 1 to go.